friends, Dr. Larry Mitnaul, your friendly neighborhood child and adolescent psychiatrist. Welcome back. So rather than talk to you about diagnosis and diagnostic criteria today, I thought we'd spend just a few minutes talking about the trait we all desire for our kids and I think hope to cultivate in them. It's a gift that makes family time certainly more enjoyable and makes happier kids, which is what I'll argue for, and which is often taken a back seat in our conversation about kids and helping them to thrive. And that trait is being grateful. Now, Oxford Dictionary describes, gratitude as the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for, and to return kindness, right? Beautifully said, and something that, we all hope that our kids demonstrate. And so I'll share with you my favorite ideas for getting on the path of cultivating gratitude in your children. If you stay until the end of the video, you'll also hear a scenario and some of my tips that you can start applying today. So stay tuned for that. But before we do that, I will be grateful if you would smash the like button. I know, the more likes, the more subscriptions, the more comments, the closer we get to helping other families who can benefit from this information and support our mission of making families strong. So thanks. Now let's get into it. All right, the first overarching tip for you is to look for moments to encourage gratitude in the small things. Often parents will say to me, that they are picking their battles when it comes to expecting, a please or thank you. And so what happens? They settle for eye rolling, muttering under their breath, disdainful looks meant to show you just how much they don't agree with your parenting plan. Some even go so far as to let you know that you really shouldn't have audited that class on setting firm and consistent boundaries in college, right? Maybe they don't say it quite like that, but you know where I'm getting. It reminds me of that story in which, a man is talking to his therapist about how easy life is. And when the therapist presses and asks him, how is that so? The man explains that he and his wife decided at the beginning of their marriage to divide and conquer when it comes to making decisions. So she was going to be responsible for making the really easy, kind of mundane decisions, and he would be left with doing all of the, the really hard, kind of tough stuff. Well, he says, Doc, it's been 10 years and I haven't had to make a decision yet, right? So what am I trying to get at this, with this really silly story? Obviously every relationship is different and that's a joke, but what am I trying to get at? So the battle is won by little decisions and little choices over time. My youngest will make super cute and gentle demands. Dad, I need milk, or, Dad, give me some milk. So what's my response in that situation? Well, I have a couple of choices. And so often my default is to say, it sounds like you're thirsty. Now, how should you ask for milk? Invariably, my little girl will think for a couple of seconds and then say, Daddy, can I have milk, please? I know, she's that cute. And so my response to that then is, well, absolutely. I'll grab 2 milks for you. So what just happened in that exchange? Well, number one, there was acknowledgement. I was able to mirror her unspoken desire because I wanted her to hear how to appropriately express herself. So because our toddlers have only recently stopped using crying as their main cue for hunger, for thirst, for diaper changes, we are in the business of helping shape their language. And when we acknowledge, we can restate their demand in a way that won't be off-putting to either other adults or to other kids. Right. Second thing. I asked a question. So questions are great because they can be offered in a curious way that's not angry or hostile. And so for your younger kids, it also sets up an opportunity for them to get an answer right. I'm not often asking my 3-year-old for advice, so it can be really exciting to be asked a question that they may actually have the answer to. And so if they don't get the answer right, then I have them try it again. Then third part. So what happened in that vignette? My goal was to catch her being good. So I love to reward and praise really great behavior. So don't worry, you're a parent, and so you won't be able to do it all the time, every time. But you don't have to reinforce really good habits. In a later video, we'll talk about behavioral theory and how to positively reinforce the behaviors that you want to see. But take it from here. Like any habit, it can be tough to start this, especially if you already have a teen that's been getting his or her way with their fair share of eye rolls and nasty retorts. However, the sooner that you can start implementing some of these things, you'll be on your way. And grateful children are happier children, so let's help them be great. I'm grateful that you watched. Be well, my friends.